Welcome back to Tap Tech, where we test gadgets for how they really work, not just what they claim. If you like rugged gear that lasts, works outdoors, and blends old-school style with modern smarts, you're going to want to see this one. The Garmin Instinct Crossover is one of those interesting hybrids. It mixes analog hands with smart features. It looks like a tough outdoor watch you'd pick for hiking, survival, or just for the aesthetic. But underneath, there's quite a lot going on. When I first strapped it on, I thought, this could be the kind of watch you forget you're wearing until you need it. Out of the box, the analog hands are the first noticeable thing. They give it a classic look. Not those fake dummy hands, but hands that are functional, luminous, and backed by something Garmin calls RevoDrive. That means the hands auto-calibrate if they get bumped out of alignment, useful if you hit it against something or drop it. It's cool when a rugged watch thinks about those small real-life moments. The build is serious. The standard model has chemically strengthened glass, a bezel of fiber-reinforced polymer with stainless steel touches, and a rugged polymer body. The solar version adds power glass to capture solar energy. It's rated 10 ATM water resistant, which means it can handle swimming in modest water exposure. It's MILSTD certified, shock, thermal, etc., so it feels like it can survive real use, not just light outdoor wear. Display-wise, the standard crossover uses a monochrome, sunlight visible, transflective memory in pixel (MIP) screen with a small square display in the center, about 0.9 inches by 0.9 inches, 23 by 23 millimeters, 176 by 176 pixels. It's not flashy, but it's rugged, efficient, visible outdoors, and battery-friendly. In terms of comfort and size, it's a thick watch about 45 by 45 by 16.2 millimeters, and it weighs 65 g. The strap is 22 millimeters, wrist sizes 135 to 230 millimeters are supported. So, on a small wrist, it feels big. It hugs securely, though, and given the ruggedness, this thickness is to be expected. If you wear sleeves, sometimes it catches a bit. Battery life is where the Instinct Crossover shines, especially the solar variant. In normal smartwatch mode, the standard version gives up to 28 days, and the solar version bumps that up, with enough sun exposure, to 70 days. Even in GPS mode you get about 25 hours in the non-solar version, or about 31 hours with solar. There are other modes like Battery Saver, Max GPS, Expedition, which push life even further. Health and fitness tracking are solid. You get wrist-based heart rate, constant, pulse ox for blood oxygen, respiration, stress metrics, sleep tracking with advanced insights, body battery, how charged your body feels, fitness age, etc. It's not perfect like a medical device, but accurate enough for daily use or outdoor fitness. GPS is multi-GNSS, good for trail runs, hiking, etc. It also has altimeter, barometer, compass, the usual tools you expect from Garmin's rugged lineup. Real-world matters. When using outdoors, the screen visibility in strong sunlight is decent in the MIP model. It doesn't have the brightness or rich color of AMOLEDs, but for text, stats, maps, it holds up. The analog hands help because you can glance to tell time even if the digital display is hard to read. The solar model shines, literally, when you're outside a lot, reducing charge anxiety. However, there are trade-offs. Because it's thick, heavy, and rugged, wearing for 24/7 including sleep, lighter watches feel more comfortable. Also, some users report condensation forming inside when moving quickly from warm to cold environments. Garmin says that's normal if it dissipates quickly, but it still bothers some. Another thing, the analog hands sometimes block part of the digital display, especially for certain watch faces or during activity stats. Garmin has worked around this. The hands move out of the way in certain contexts, but sometimes the screen feels constrained. Also, the solar charging helps a lot, but only if you spend time outdoors. Indoors in low light the solar gain is minimal. The price is fairly premium. You're paying for rugged build, hybrid analog/digital design, health and outdoor sensors, and battery life. For people who value that blend durability, style, long battery, it can justify the cost. For others, a lighter smartwatch or an Instinct without analog hands might do enough. Here are the pros in short: excellent build quality and ruggedness, hybrid anal. OG design with RevoDrive for reliable analog hands, long battery life especially with solar, good set of sensors, heart rate, pulse ox, GPS, etc., stylish, tough, outdoors friendly, water rating 10 atm. Cons: size and weight can be bulky for smaller wrists or indoor use, analog hands can block the digital display sometimes, screen in standard MIP model lacks richness of color, condensation issues in certain conditions, solar helps only with good sun exposure, slower UI or small font in some watch faces. Final verdict: the Garmin Instinct Crossover is not for everyone, but for the right user, someone who wants a rugged smartwatch that looks like a proper analog outdoor watch, who spends time outside, and who values battery life and durability, this is a strong choice. It successfully marries classic analog watch aesthetics with modern outdoor and fitness tech. If you hike, trek, camp, or just like gear that can take abuse and still tell you everything you need, Crossover deserves serious consideration. Thanks for watching Tap Tech, where we break down tech you actually use, honestly and simply. If this review helped you decide whether Instinct Crossover is right for your adventures, hit subscribe. More rugged and smart gear coming your way. See you in the next one.